Hello. How we doing? Sorry, it took me a second to get the stream to start. My phone just randomly doesn't work, which has like the ability to change scenes and stuff. What's going on, dude? Scott, I was the guy who pranked you about your vape before Tough Live. Yeah, but can't be doing that, you know? All right, the camera's a little bit too low. Thank you to whomever gifted good old Goobies a sub right before we started here. Appreciate that. How you guys doing today? I painterly get. What up, painterly get? I have your medal right over here, bro. I cleaned up my whole office yesterday, and so I got the chance to put everything away from Adepticon that I had taken out. Oh, viewer, thanks for picking up a hoodie. Yeah, right now, there's a bunch of cheap stuff on the website, Miniac.co. So you're getting based. What up? Yeah, we are. That's actually part of the mail we're looking at today. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, Painterly Git came to the live show and gave me this medal because I'm better than John. Get wrecked. Yeah, Mr. Klang. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you say it before. Yeah, you got me, dude. I was a little toasted at that point, so that kind of joke got to me. All right, so as is usual, a little summary of what we got going on today. I have Vader, which we can keep painting, but I also brought my Stormtroopers back into the office. Now that I think of it, I didn't bring the red paint or the rest of the red paint that I own to paint Lord Vader, but the rest I have, we're good. It doesn't matter. We can paint the Stormtroopers. I want to show you one in particular. Thanks for the cheers, Storm Dragon. Appreciate it. Or we can paint Vader more. It's kind of up to you. I would get the same happiness painting either one. And then before that, we'll do a little mail time. Chubbs, thanks for the sub. 39 months. God damn. Sorry, I was too, right when I sent it. Good old, no, the 90-second ad break. Yeah, goddamn. Okay, so PK Pro, a popular European website, I believe German, sent me a care package, and we'll take a look at that today. I think that's the only thing I got in the mail to take a look at. Yep. Oh, this thing. Can't forget this thing. Holy shit. And then we'll do some painting. Pretty simple. Also, notably, for the European viewers out there, PK Pro is going to sell some items from my web store on their site, which means cheaper European shipping from somewhere inside of Europe. I should probably figure out a way to link that. Fuck, okay, yeah, I should do that. God damn it. Work and stuff. But yeah, so there I am in contact with the guy who owns and operates PK Pro. And also I am in contact with the people who own and operate Element Games to do the same thing with them for the UK. So, hopefully gonna get cheaper shipping for all you people out there that have been honestly asking for it for a long time. It's one of those things that I haven't gotten to, and I wish I got to it sooner. Hold on. I think actually yesterday, April 1st, was the first day that these things became available. My God, this guy sent me a lot of emails. Where's the fucking link? There it is. There it is. See, the thing is Mike Genie found it before I did, so like, why even bother? All right, Mike Genie found it. I mean, I found it too, but fuck, who cares? All right, thank you, homeboy. What up, Summon Lesser Maker? The John share cookies this year. We haven't done the episode yet. We actually have a few episodes stockpiled, so we haven't had to record yet. Apocalypse Nurse, thank you for gifting a sub. Appreciate that. PK Prod. Yes, if you are, we'll put this, also if you're a VOD viewer, if you're living in the Europe, we'll put this link in the description of the VOD as well. You can check it out if you want it. All right, cool. Let's look at some of this stuff. Do these buttons work? Let's see, top down, this is gonna be out of focus, that's fine. Face, paint, wonderful, all my buttons work. Okay, we got a stack of a variety, Storm Dragon, thank you again for the bits, of basing materials, some just a nice mixture of a bunch of random stuff that you would probably just put on a base, just 100%, and then some other things that maybe you would sprinkle in as some spice. So let's take a look here. This is out of focus, and my cell phone remote thing. Get a bitch right now. Okay, this just looks like very fine sand. It's nice. As fine as it is, I would still recommend you use something like, I don't know. The thing is, it's hard because if you use something like baking soda and then you prime it for sand, the texture is so fine that you can't even really see it at the end of it. So it's hard to say, but this is very fine. And it's always hard to find fine sand, at least consistently. Did that guy ever come back for your finger? I'm pretty sure he's gonna try. Are you referring to this or something else? Burt Mabers painted a Frodo model and found the One Ring. Who's Burt Mabers? Y'all got some aggressive questions at Top Live. Yeah, some. Is it coarse and rough, and does it get everywhere? Nice, nice. I get that reference. Star Wars geeks, speaking of, perfect timing. Thank you for the sub. Burt is Goober. Oh, Burt, oh, okay. That was his alter identity that he used to enter into a competition with. Yeah. During the Top Live recording, he sounded like he wanted you to gently pick a finger for him to take off. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We also got a little bit of this. What is this really? Eternal Fields. This seems like the kind of thing that you would you don't paint and you just put onto a base. Actually, you know what? It's kind of interesting to mix static grass, which is just like, I should stop touching it because it keeps sticking to my fingers entirely. Mix static grass with rocks because it, kind of looks like moss. There's also a little bit of clump foliage in here as well. Not just static grass. Okay, I kind of like this. This is interesting. I always forget that this stuff exists, that you can just put it on a base and then put down some scenic sealant and then just kind of let it, good enough. Burt Mabers is the most interesting painter in the world. That dude who called John out for not sharing the cookies was incredible. That's Painterly Get. He's in the chat right now. The rocks in that one seem really big. Yeah, they're definitely bigger. I don't know if, I think I would sprinkle that onto maybe a painted base, just in kind of moderation. All right, we got Tales from a Forest Moon. Kind of the same thing, but with coconut chunks here and longer, tenderly scenic elements that are green as well. Not too different than the last one. Okay, what we got here? Forges of Doom. Endor box. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is the exact same thing as the green one, but there is orange flock in it. And also, you might not be able to tell. I want to zoom in, but I don't want to keep touching the lens because it keeps getting all fucking shaky. There is little glossy black bits in here too. Like volcanic rock. What up, Southbound Metalhead? My old brain went to an old Sega game. Welcome to your doom. I'm not sure I know that one. Mustafar box. Okay. Mike G is just contextualizing all of these in the Star Wars universe for those. Here's an easy one for you, Mike. Powder snow. We don't need to open this. This is just a snow material. It looks like flocking, little fibrous pieces. Not like a powder, but more of like a static grass, but white. And also nice and short fibers, so it looks like snow well. Nice and powdery too. Looks good. You can see it because it's like totally clipping. There you go. You can see some of it. Hoth box. There it is. You got it. Need to get a powered zoom. I have, oh yeah, you mean like remotely zoom everything in? Oh, I did forget to mention this to everyone. Let me do that quick. Doot. Doot, doot. Twitch, Discord. Compelling stream content. Okay. We're on a kill team. Very nice. Got to play one whole game. You're talking about the Necromunda? A Hoth box is where you and all your buddies all cram into a snow speeder and get a rotation going. Nice, nice. After that one long question, Scott was like, yeah, I know, dude, okay. It was so funny that like the first or second guy to ask a question just like went on a super long diatribe. Which is like, I'm totally fine if you want to chat with us for a long time, but if it's like you sharing a personal story, like, you know, do it after the show with us, because we care about it. Not everyone in the room cares about it, you know what I'm saying? What up, Leaf Strider? Yes, the eternal game of Necromunda that was entirely decided by dice rolls. Yes, and not strategy. It sounds like Necromunda. All right, Ruins of Persistence. My sniper put in work and like 3 rounds in a row kept them from scoring. Yeah, dude. Shooting in general in Necromunda is very good. Did I get a chance to try out Star Wars Unlimited? No, I missed the release event at my LGS, but I would really like to try it out. I'm digging these mixtures. So this is not a static grass. This is more of like a pigment powder. I like this mixing of a pigment powder with rocks. And this one has little bricks in it. So this is kind of like a city rubble kind of thing. Some wood elements, some white rocks, and more of those glossy black volcanic rocks. Okay, cool. What else do we got? Common earth. So just like a dirt. Yeah, you know what? That looks a lot like dirt. It could be dirt, for all I know. Darker dirt. This is a PK Pro Scenics box set. Those who just joined us. Tatooine box. All right, see ya, Painterly Gip. I picked up the starter box and several packs for Unlimited. Haven't played it yet, but I love the art so far. You know, I know Sarastro, which, man, I wish I talked to Sarastro more at Adepticon. I saw him one time, and then I never saw him again. And we did chat, but very briefly. But he is really loving Star Wars Unlimited right now. Identifying dirt. Yep, that dirt. I wonder what that pigment powder mix and how much of the scenic glue will. Yeah, that kind of stuff is so light and there's so little of it that I imagine not a lot of it would stick around. Maybe if you use like ultra matte varnish from AK, which I think is probably one of the better varnishes to seal pigment powders with, just because it really looks nice and matte afterwards. How much those boxes run? I never got far. I got sent this for free. It's a very important disclaimer. I did not buy this with my own money. It was sent for free. It was a care package, so I don't know. You never saw Sarastro? I saw him day one in a spot, and then I never saw him ever again in that spot. But I always looked. I was like, is he there? Is he there? He wasn't there. Yeah, he was there. He was there. Just powdered rock. Could be powdered rock, sure. All right. Anyways, this is the Snowy Highland Pass box. And this one we returned back to the flocking in the box. We have some more kind of volcanic rock in here. You know what? Instead of touching it with my hand, I have so many like stick implements. Like, what the fuck am I doing? All right, here we go. Because like I can see a lot of kind of more powdery stuff on the side here, and I kind of want to like dig it up and see like how much snow is in here. Because this is called Snowy Highland Pass, and that's looking pretty thin. Anyways, more of the same thing. A mixture of fun elements. A tale of grimdark. There's a lot of these, so we'll kind of just bust through it. Is this a ball that needs to be like broken up? It is. Okay. This is more of a wetland situation. Yep. Maybe some leaf litter in there as well. Very cool. Very cool. Is that called? So Crowd Cover Scenics is a brand that PK Pro sells. PK Pro is basically a large web store for different kinds of products. My stuff's on their website as well. Crowd Cover is. PK Pro has some specific things as well. But Crowd Cover is a new thing, a new brand that they're featuring on the channel, or on their website, rather. Hi, Miniac. I normally watch these streams on a VOD. I'm a big fan. Keep them up. Good work. Thank you, Wham Witch. Appreciate it. Scott just destroys that poor bird's nest. What an all-day classic. ADC! Brother, we missed you at Adepticon. What happened? Where'd you go? Are you in England now? You're probably in England now. Endor scenery. Yeah, this is definitely Endor. You know what? I'm generally, I'm not like a huge fan of this kind of stuff. But like they make a couple tasteful mixtures here. Like I love the little sponge foliage. I love the leaf litter. I love the various sizes of dirt elements in here. It feels silly because we just looked at another terrain box last week that I was not as impressed with. And I kind of want to go and grab one just for comparison, just to see if like what I'm feeling is valid, or if I did, what is this called? All game terrain, if I did them dirty. Let's see. All game terrain. Woodland Scenics is their gamer shit. I just want to get one of these mixtures. Okay, here's a great example. Actually, this is perfect. These two to compare are perfect. Let's see how they compare. Yeah, living in the UK now. Okay, I figured as much. Longtime patron, don't tune into live streams, but happy to tune in. What up, Basilisk Prime? Appreciate it. Thank you for the support on Patreon. I really appreciate that. Is there a little dude at the bottom of the Sparta box? At the bottom? There's a little label that says, like, you can't do this. Okay, so like, look at this. Okay, so all of these things in this bag, this rock size, I've been familiar with since I was a 10-year-old. That rock size, I've been familiar with since I was a 10-year-old. This is just clump foliage. But then look at this. Like tons of different little itty bitty rocks, different sizes, the static grass in here, some of the clump foliage that can be more of a bush. I will say that I wish that these clumps of static grass were like actually like mixed with the stuff. That would make it a lot more easier to use. But like this is like, to me, I don't know what you guys think, but this is a much more compelling product than this one. This is kind of the stuff I've already seen. This is a bunch of new and fresh and exciting stuff. The itty bitty rocks are sold as coarse sand in the aquarium and landscaping world. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That reminds me of a nicer Geek Gaming Scenics type mix. Yes. I'm not sure who the first company was to start selling like mixtures of like ready-made basing elements, but I feel like they were pretty up there. All right, we got second to last one here, riverbed. Yep. I'm convinced. And lastly, meadows of purity. I think you have effectively made us wish this stuff was sold here. Well, I'm sure the brand will watch this stream VOD because I'm kind of like working in closely with them, and they'll appreciate hearing that. Again, this is pretty nice. This one is a little, yeah, this is kind of more of the same stuff. I like it. Okay, speaking of aquarium stuff, here's a different kind of thing. Kraut for trees. This looks like aquarium vegetation, right? Like, come on. So this is the kind of thing where you would like maybe clip off one of these and add them onto a tree, and then like put some leaf on it to like, you know, add out a tree armature that you would make. You would like maybe glue these on, put some glue on these branches, then put like some leaf on here to make it like a more filled out tree branch. But this is definitely aquarium stuff, just recut and put into different packaging. Where can you buy this stuff? This is PK Pro. So far, all we've looked at is kraut cover stuff from pkpro.de. It's a German brand, sadly. All right, let's finish up sadly for shipping purposes. Let's finish up our kraut cover review here. We have Kraut Fixer and Kraut Tack. We saw something very similar. Terrance Fire. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate the sub, man. Are there any fun events that happen around the New England area? Barrows, yes, there is. Nova Open. Look up Nova Open, and it hasn't happened yet, and it's still, I think it happens in August, so you got some time to plan for it. Okay, Kraut Fixer is just, I want to put some scenic elements on a base and fix it down. That's what this stuff is for. I bet Kraut Tack is more like I want to glue some acetate into a window frame. And so I'm gonna put little dabs of this on the window frame, let it dry, it gets tacky, and then I can like stick it to that thing. I bet that's what this is. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. Okay, that's all of the kraut cover stuff we got in the box, but there is more stuff. Let's zoom this out a little bit. We got a sprue, and it looks like Archon is responsible for casting this. Archon Studio, if you guys are familiar with the brand. It's called Swamps of Doom, and it's for a company or a product called Dungeons and Lasers. It looks like a GW tree, if I'm being totally honest with you. Like you could totally just stick us right alongside your other GW trees and it would look perfect. Yeah, that's kind of all that. You have a 2-kilogram bag of aquarium rocks to use? Jesus. Hey Scott, I'm new to the hobby of miniatures and Warhammer. How would you recommend to get over the fear of failure or fear of ruining models? Currently stuck in that phase. I feel like whenever someone tells me that, my response is always just get good, more or less. But like, how do you actually, the easy answer for me is that you just try things and you fail, and then in failing, you realize how important failure is and how little it actually matters. Sorry, that's the wrong way to say it. Not how little it matters, but you thought something awful was gonna happen and nothing really awful happens. And you're kind of like, oh, okay, I can fail and it's not gonna end the world for me. And so in doing that, you kind of just gain some wisdom and learn that it's not that big of a deal. But like, how do you actually like get over the fear of failure? I don't know, man. Paint a spoon or something. Paint a green army figure. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. All right, here's a PK Pro branded thing, and this is, I love this kind of shit, dude. I can't get enough of this. A bunch of different widths of acid-free masking tape, 2 mil all the way up to 18. God damn, like this kind of stuff I love having on hand. Like it's so convenient. I don't use it a ton, but it's just nice to have it. I guess a way to threaten you into painting is you're gonna have to suck at some point. Like no one just started painting and was like good right away. So you might as well get it over with. You might as well just do the sucking part now and get to the good part sooner. That's an unhealthy way of looking at it. Blue 9 says, when I started, one of the first things I searched before painting anything was how to fix common mini painting mistakes. I have 2 videos that are about that subject, which it could be a good thing to look into. Bought a bug of citrus strip. It's a great safety net. Nice. Got a lot of great advice for you in the chat as well. Thank you, chat, for helping out. Rufus says, yeah, as someone who put off actually painting enough for way too long, get started yesterday. There is no replacement for just doing the work. Gotcha. Oh, Blue Knight, are you referring to my videos, Blue Knight? I'd say the best thing you can do to hedge against failure is to get a motivator, like commit to only playing with painted minis. That's nice. That's a great way to encourage you just getting something done. Also, scheduling games with friends. That always helps me to be like, oh my God, I want to get my shit painted. All right, what else we got? We got PK Pro, a little bottle of liquid mask. It feels quite liquidy. Like the two that I have right now, or maybe there's the one, the Humbrol liquid mask is way thicker than this. So this is quite thin. Pretty interesting. We got some PK Pro branded masking film. This is just a roll of masking tape essentially. And this stuff, fuck, almost hit myself in the face. This stuff is really good for, say, printing out like a thing you want to mask, taping it to the film, and then taking an X-Acto knife and cutting out the thing that you want to have a mask for, and then bang, you can like use an airbrush or a spray can and like get a cool symbol like for your chapter for Space Marines or something like that. How I like to use this is putting it in my Cricut like as a sheet of paper and doing that exact same thing, but with the precision of basically a CNC. Very cool, but you can do it by hand for sure. Done it before. Yes, Evan has it. I have a need to paint sick flames on my robot. Exactly. That is exactly what it's for. Yeah, Logic Boy, you got it, brother. Exactly that. Evan said, I have a question. Do you have some of those reusable stencils? Oh my God, I have so many of them. Yes, and I definitely have some flames as well. My favorite thing to do is to go look at Scott and John's work at the source in person and hate every bit of my skills. Fucking A. I need to put some new models in that case. It's been a while. All right. Byron, Artist Opus. Someone's coming for your shit. This is what do they call it? A texture palette for dry brushing. Okay, there's zero shame about this. There's no shame. This is a 3D printed, FDM printed texture board for wiping the paint off your brush, but also not losing the moisture. I think a huge discovery that Byron, the owner and operator of Artist Opus and Element Games, kind of discovered about dry brushing is that dry brushing actually isn't that bad when you don't also remove the moisture from the paint in your brush. If you just wipe off a lot of paint on a non-porous surface, you're left with a little bit of paint in your brush, but also more importantly, the moisture for that paint. And that can make dry brushing look a lot better. So instead of wiping your paint off for dry brushing on a paper towel, you do it on one of these things, and all these little bits will grab the paint in its nooks and crannies and stuff like that. I don't know why it's 4 different textures. Maybe it's just to make it more interesting. But it could have been just one whole board. Okay, what else we got? Oh my God, this thing. Chicken's Tabletop. Thank you. Caught the Eons of Battle Bug, sick robot flames. Yeah, dude, no kidding. All right, this stuff, the masking putty, I have seen on so many painters' models, and I'm so happy to have it now finally. But this stuff is just like the glossiest black masking putty like known to mankind. And like whenever you see it, it's just like, oh yeah, you just know instantaneously that it is what it is. I love it. It's just masking putty. That's all it is. But it's special. Oh, what up? Hey, Krautcover. Is there anywhere where you can get your basing stuff? We just went through all of it for US people, because everyone in the chat is kind of enjoying your stuff, myself included. I actually am really enjoying it. Let us know if you can find it anywhere in the US. All right, lastly, the brush goodies. We got a bunch of different brushes. Let's take a look at what they sent me. All right, we got this green bag. It says, these are PK Pro branded brushes. These are the Green Line MC1, the pencil set, okay? It looks like Natural Kolinsky brushes, if I'm being honest with you. I can't tell for sure, but it just looks that way. These also kind of look like Natural Kolinsky hair brushes, but they look like they're the thinner variety. This is called, oh, okay, pencil round set. Okay, so these are apparently, so the brushes come in different kinds of like styles. Like this, I think these are called smooshing brushes. There are rounds, there are chisels, there are rigger brushes. There are all kinds of different like form factors for the bristles themselves. I would have thought that this was a round brush, not this. But anyways, these both look like Kolinsky hair brushes, but just different amount of bristles in the brush. So if you're a fan of more of a thinner option, maybe that's the one to go for. We'll use these today to paint with. And then of course, I got some dry brush paint or dry brush brushes, even a Big Daddy one. And then your typical synthetic brushes. Actually not typical. It's like shaved right at the top, like what's his name? Jared and Hey Arnold. His head, just nice little chop right at the top. What up, PK Pro Online Shop? What up? We got the guys in the chat right now. I actually have one of these brushes. It came in my cleaning set for my Iwata airbrush. They give you one of these brushes, and I use these to clean the bottoms of airbrushes because the bristles are very stiff and rigid, and the shape is really nice for just like sticking it down in there, twisting it, and loosening a bunch of like paint that's dried or hard to remove with just isopropyl alcohol. A little bit of abrasion from these guys really helps. Do they expect you to trim the hairs yourself? No, I don't think so. North Star, okay, fantastic. People in the chat and also viewers of the VOD, you can get this stuff at North Star for US distribution. Yes, that's what they're made for. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have one of these things which could never hurt to use. It's an airbrush filter. You put it in your airbrush cup, and then you put the paint through the filter, and then it makes sure that you don't get any chunks in there, which this would be a good thing to use for me in general, because I just have so many mystery clogs, and just ruling this out is a great idea. So I should definitely think about that. Think about using that. I'm gonna keep it near my airbrushing station. I don't think we're gonna use it today, but I wanna use it the next time. Rigid brushes are great for getting stubborn pieces of resin prints off too. That is also true. I kind of forgot about that. It's nice to run a brush across even just like a resin model that has a lot of like furry bits still on it from the cleanup. That's also really nice. What a stream title, thank you. All right, and then, we got another filter, wonderful, there's two of them. And then I always see these things in Marco Frazzoni videos. I don't think they're specifically the PK Pro branded ones, but like, this is another one of those things like the black masking putty that I've always just seen and been like, oh, sick. If I ever run into this stuff in the wild, I will 100% buy it. I'm not gonna buy it online. You guys ever feel that way? Like, I don't need this thing, but like, if it happens to be in my local game store, I will 100% buy it. There are things like that, and these two things, they're not amazing, you know, but like, you know, got a little pouring spout. I love it. And that's it. That was quite a gift bag from the guys over at PK Pro. Thank you guys so much, Crop Cover as well, for sending along all these awesome things. You can pick it up at pkpro.de, and you can also pick it up at North Star if you're in the US. Also, as a reminder, I'm selling my stuff over at PK Pro right now as well. And so you can find my minis, my brush boxes, my cutting mats. I think that's it, all over there. Yeah, Atsu, I'm the same way. I saw Marco using those cups and I was like, dude, I need that. All right, let me just get my camera hooked up to my little cell phone here so I can remotely focus it, and then we'll get started on painting one of these dudes. What do you guys want me to paint? You want me to paint, what were those dry brush panels? Oh, the texture palette, yes. Okay, is that what you're asking what it was called? Okay, let's zoom into my typical zoom, which I believe is right about there. And then we'll get into our painting pose, which is like right about there. And then we'll do a little focus action just to make sure we got it nailed. Looking good. Okay, stream. What are you feeling? Do you want me to paint the red stormtroopers for a little bit of variety? Or do you want me to continue on painting good old Red Vader? Let me know. We don't gotta do a poll. Just say. Just type it out in chat, and I can figure it out. Dark Eldar, paint Dark Eldar. I do have, or that. Honestly, I don't really care. I could most certainly paint some Dark Eldar. Jay, you'll be happy to hear this. I planned out all my videos this month because I'm trying to get a hold of my life. And one of the videos is a Dark Eldar video. So I'm going to make progress on our little challenge. What about Drazar? Pansy Bear, eat a dick. Just kidding. I want to see Vader. Okay, so the options are Vader, Stormtroopers, or Dark Eldar. Pick. I'm gonna fucking do it. Yo, more Shatterpoint. Fuck yeah. Vader, Drazar, Dark Eldar. The world has enough 40K content for 10 lifetimes. Dark Eldar. 4 for Vader, 5 for Vader. 4 for Dark Eldar. 6 for Vader. Oh man, it's close. It's Vader or Dark Eldar. All right, we need a poll. I can't count higher than 10, sadly. We need a poll. Evan, can you make a poll for me, brother? Slash Boys, thank you for the sub. While he does that, I will go and grab the foam tray of Dark Eldar just in case they win, which they might. I'm excited about painting both things, so I'm happy to do both. The one thing that is, you know what? I don't think I want to paint dudes. Do I want to paint dudes? Or I want to paint a vehicle. I wish I had Reaver jet bikes to paint so badly. I would love to paint some jet bikes. Oh, whoops. Bringing some milk in here? I'm live right now. Okay.
Your key wasn't working?
I know, it's bent.
So I just made this one.
Okay.
But I need this here.
I was leaving to go home yesterday, and I looked at my key, and it had a 40-degree kink in it.
It's been bent.
But it was severe. It made no sense.
Did you bend it back?
I did, yeah. You gotta massage it. All right, everyone needs to vote. There's a poll right now in the chat about what I'm gonna paint in the stream. Rufus is saying, for the love of God, vote. I'm assuming it's because Dark Eldar is winning right now. Waiting for the cake painting stream. Paint some terrain. I'm live right now, easy on the squares. No, I just don't want her to tell me anything that she didn't want someone to hear. Wait, how do we vote? I think it's probably stuck at the top of the chat. Okay, so assuming that Dark Eldar are probably going to win, what I have to paint are, oh, that's not Dark Eldar. I have Warriors, Witches, Venoms, Raiders, Ravagers, and Incubi. What is this? Are these little clusters, dude? Hell yeah, bro. Eldar wins. All right. I also have Incubi, and I've kind of always loved Incubi. Incubi. All right, where you at, bitches? I got all my foam trays out because I'm making a video. I don't want to spoil it. We'll save the joy till later. These guys, I got to play with Jay's Incubi, and these guys fucking wrecked a unit of, I don't know, probably just some shitty G's to the cult stuff, which isn't that impressive, but it was still cool. You know what's awesome about this? These guys are like kind of ready to go. Other than the Maroon Shadow, I actually thought they were more ready to go than they actually are. There's a lot of fucking maroon. My scheme is not a maroon shaded white. It is like a khaki or a sepia shaded white. And so I might be able to airbrush over this with some sepia, but there is quite a bit of maroon. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I have 10 of these homies. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shit. Whoa, that's so much. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save that actually, which is fine. Airbrushing is easy. Oh, I also could paint some characters. Fuck, I forgot. I have a Archon, which this is the lamest Archon model ever. I got this fucking spindly boy as well. I forgot I had some characters. I'll do Incubi. Keep it simple. All right, we'll do 5 at a time because anything more seems like a chore. That rhymed. I have 10 total, it seems. I am excited for my combat patrol. And you got Space Marines, Evan? What the fuck, dude? Come on, bro. You're fucking better than that. Can I snap these guys? Oh yeah, totally. All right. In my experience, super gluing dudes down to a base like this is not a good connection point. Maybe if you use a ton of super glue, it'd be good. But like, that one was a bit better, but they're all just falling off. I probably didn't need to do this actually, but I did it. Dark Angels. Okay, I'll forgive you. Dark Angels are cool. All right. Let's grab an X-Acto. Gel super glue is cement, dude. Yeah, I bet if you got a little glob of that, you'd be fucking fine. All right, chat, tell me, what are you hobbying on right now? What are you excited to hobby on? Let's talk mini paint, bro. Best part of this fucking stream. Dreadnought converted into a sick war machine. Dude, Dreadnoughts are already sick war machines. It's a fucking sarcophagus that walks around and kills people. Like, that is the most metal thing ever. Ugh. Wish Space Marines weren't so popular. Then I could like them, you know? Some Direwolves? Some Battletech minis? What up? I'm Y Wolf. Working on some Mindworks Studios stuff? Crocodiles? TMNT? Oathsworn? Finishing the core box from Shatterpoint? Arch Villains? Cities of Sigmar, hell yeah, dude. Looking into getting a Song of Ice and Fire, hell yeah. Game rocks. Game rocks. Realistic armor, Evan. It's the 41st millennia. Realism is not a thing. We don't know. We have no idea what that will look like in the future. Allow your brain to, you know, be okay with just cool looking shit and not realism. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You know what? It doesn't matter. Oh, okay. This was the one that had too much super glue on it. A Christmas tree for your mom? Relic Blade, Shatterpoint. It's cooler if it's realistic. Okay, whatever. I mean, you could decide that for yourself. I find that the more that I can let go of, which then allows me to enjoy more, the better. But I mean, also at a certain point, you just like what you like, you know? Who cares what the reason is? Terrorgeist, nice. Kill team. Sororitas. A Magifier. A Terminid Tyrannid. Really? They called a Terminid? They called a thing in the Tyrannid army a Terminid? Bruh, I got some man. Oh, buddy! Please! Holy shit. I wish I had those models to paint, dude. Also, thank you for the sub. And thank you for the eventual mandrakes, my brother. I will also take the the other models in that box, but I imagine you want them. Awesome. Mandrakes, dude. They look so sick. I have been sitting on a Mandrake diorama as well for a very long time. And the new models are a perfect excuse to get it done. 2 squads of Mandrakes is an auto-include? Oh my god. Something that I like is actually good in the game. Feels good, man. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that a thing, well, Mandrakes have always been a thing for 40K. What I was gonna say is I'm surprised that a thing in another game that got a release, like Mandrakes got a release in Kill Team, is also good in 40K. Because often when you have like a cursed city character in Age of Sigmar, it kind of just sucks balls. But it's cool to see that the Mandrakes aren't bad. Did some painting on a Cerastus Knight Lancer. Currently doing some more kit bashing on the smaller knights. Very cool. Zin Lee, thanks for the sub. Jay, were you here when I was singing your praises last stream about like your approach and mentality to YouTube? I don't know if you've ever explained that to your viewers, but I think it's important. They don't know how good they got it. All right, who's got me beat? Who's seen Dune Part 2 more times than me? I've seen it 3 times. Can you guys keep up? Okay, got all our little feetsies cleaned off. No one, Scott. You are the Dune master. Yes, thank the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm outdoing all you bitches. Last Sunday, Scott spent more of the day watching Dune than everything else. It's true. Why would I watch that trash movie more than once? Man, you really gotta hate your life to say that that movie is trash. Come on, bro. Seriously? There are other movies that are definitely trash, and that one is not it. I'm Dooning all over us. Okay, let's get some double-sided tape. Attach these bitches to some cork or something. Oh, I got a bunch of little squares. Perfect. Oh, these are gonna be great. These are gonna be great. Okay. Important question. Do they say melange in part 2? I think they do. I think they do. I'm watching Lord of the Rings with my 8-year-old son, and he's loving it. That's definitely an element of child raising that I think I'm missing out on. It was like sharing something that I love deeply with someone that I love deeply. You know, I don't think I'm gonna miss out on that. Only bad part of watching Dune with Scott is every 20 minutes he yells out, "It's Dune time!" Guilty as charged. I can't help myself. I just lean over to John and try to perform the voice on him. Having kids is great. I imagine there's a lot of great things about having kids. That's just the one thing that, as an outside looking in, is one thing that I can like definitely identify as like a great or a really cool thing to be able to do. My 3-year-old and I watched Bad Batch and Clone Wars together. She loves it, and it's fantastic. That's amazing. Have I considered joining Big Brothers / Big Sisters? No, I haven't. I don't think I know what that is. Is that a charity organization where you like get to hang out with someone for like a certain amount of time? Scott uses the voice, shit yourself. Think you can get Henry Cavill on top. That would be amazing. If like he would be down for that. I would 100% do that. It's kind of an amazing experience sharing this joy of fantasy, this joy for fantasy with the boy. I mean, yeah. Doesn't need to use the voice for that. No kids? You know, never say never, but as of right now, I don't think kids are in the cards for me. But maybe. I have a lot of wonderful nieces and nephews, so that definitely helps. And they're all fucking awesome. Basically, it's volunteering to mentor and hang out with kids in foster situations and stuff. I'm kind of, me and Amber discussed the idea of fostering kids at some point. But no, I haven't considered that. Maybe at some point, that'd be cool to do. Get Cavill for the promo tour of Warhammer TV show and then shit all over Space Marines the entire time. I don't know. I don't know if I'd have the balls to get an opportunity like having Henry Cavill on our show and then like shitting on the thing that I presume he likes very much. That would require a lot of cojones. Fostering is parenting on hard mode. Oh, that's wonderful. He would be cool with it because custodies are sorry, because he likes custodies. Would he be cool with me saying that custodies are just Space Marines? But like they're golden and bigger? Have I seen Raising Arizona? I have not, but Raising Arizona, is that a Coen Brothers movie? You broke it. It is nice. Dude, someone tell me why Macbeth is only available on the Apple Play Store and literally nowhere else and doesn't even have a physical release. What is this fucking media hellscape that we're living in? Cavill also likes Blood Angels and Space Wolves. Oh, wonderful. We'll have so much to talk about. Henry Cavill asked you to paint a Space Marine. You doing it? Dude, I can't. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Now, if Henry Cavill asked me to paint a Chaos Space Marine, then I'm down. The David Tennant Macbeth? No, I haven't seen that one, but I want to see we were talking about the Coen brothers, so I think Joel did a Coen brothers Macbeth. Sorry, by himself. He's not actually with Ethan. And I really want to see it. It's got like, oh my God. It's got Denzel Washington in it. It looks creepy too. It looks like a horror movie. I don't think it is though. All right, so sadly, I think we're gonna need to repaint these guys entirely just because there's a ton of maroon in the shadows. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna do it entirely. I'm just gonna redo the shadows with a khaki color. So let's do that. Oh, that chaos trim though, that's true. That's true. You could just paint custodians, nice. Let's find Scott's price to paint a Space Marine. I'll open the bidding at $1,000. Mike, are you gonna pay me $1,000 to paint a Space Marine? Because it looks like I'm coming out of retirement. That was it. That was the cost. Macbeth is just the Fresh Prince of Denmark. All right. This, I believe, yep, this is the box with all the normal paint in it. Damn, that was fast. All right, Mike. I'll send you an invoice after the stream. I hope you like Hello Kitty Marines. All right. We need a nice khaki color that is not bright. And this one honestly seems perfect. And it's called khaki. Okay, it was ordained. Nice little VGC color here. Why do we have a bill from Scott for $1,000? It has to be an Ultramarine. Okay, the price is higher then. Scott, it's only on Apple TV because Criterion partnered with them for their release. So, Mike Klang, does that mean that there is a Criterion release of Macbeth? Because if that's true, I'm creaming. Black Lightning, Chaos Trim is hell. Dude, I would never do that for an army. I would 100%. This is really hissy right now. What's going on? I would use an oil paint. Faux show. Someday, I'm gonna upgrade this Quick Connect to like an actual legit good one, and it won't do that ever again. Oh, all right. Gotta get up my little cups. I cleaned all my little cups, Rufus. I still haven't got any flow aid. I wonder if there's flow aid in this set. I doubt it. There was a couple of clear things though. We got ultra matte varnish, we got gloss varnish, we got matte varnish, we got glaze medium, we got metal medium, we got airbrush thinner and satin varnish. Sag, no flow aid. But let's just we'll use the airbrush thinner with the Vallejo paint that it's intended to be used for. By the way, we learned that Mike's name is pronounced Janae. But then we gave us oh no, poor Mike. Janae. Okay. I would just use oil paint. What's this? Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
I never did it.
Oh, the W2.
W9.
W9. Janae. I plan on doing a Chaos Knights army, but I'll be shaving off all the unnecessary gunk on them. A nice little clean guys. Speaking of shaving off unnecessary gunk, I really liked what Jay did to his Space Marine Iron Hands one in his most recent video, where he took the Mohawk thing off. I think that made it look really different and unique, actually. All right. Whoa. Okay. I love fucking working in a clean area. I just put all my paints away, organized everything yesterday. It's the kind of stuff that takes kind of forever to do, but it feels good when it's done. I just painted a Chaos Legionaries warband for Warcry in a Sin City style, black and white. Metallic and black and white with a spot bright red on the weapons. Ah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna do a bit of airbrushing, so let's get a little mask on here. You doing aerobics right now in my office?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to give me some house condor.
Oh, do you not have any pictures of that?
But if it is, I have.
I don't think you do. Well, maybe you do. Yes. Like they're all pretty, nice photos.
And the GW, and then you did it on the.
Yeah, they're super nice, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Slagonix, thank you for the sub. Dark Tide, I got to meet Goobs a couple weekends ago. He was judging a painting competition. I entered. I didn't place. Damn you, Goobs. Always blame the judges, you know? Have I seen the big controversy over MTG art? No, I didn't. What's the deal? Scott, have you ever seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? No, I have not. A collage of other people's art that he's passed off as a card. Uh-oh. I don't know how you could be in that space and not know any better. Yeah, honestly. They stole from other Magic the Gathering artists? Jesus. Whoa! I have to watch Don't Be a Menace. Okay.
These guys are so fucking badass. They have like a bit too much bullshit going on, but like they're so cool. Dude, I'm just gonna play 40k with an entirely melee army. Just to like, you don't need guns. We're just gonna fucking run at you in venoms and chop your fucking head off. Come on. Rolls Royce, did I finish the Fantasy Flight Star Wars RPG module?
I did. We did. We killed Malefax, and I learned some DMing lessons. Okay, let me finish this up first, though.
Oh, okay.
You can tell they're dark because they have big horns and swords without tips. The fact that melee is still so big of a thing in 40k makes me happy. Is it? I actually don't know. My only knowledge of 40k is that, it's a very shooting heavy game, and that if you don't start the game in cover, you're just gonna fucking die on turn 1. Okay. Yes, I finished the Force and Destiny beginner box scenario, and we decided as a group to continue with that system, Force and Destiny and everything, and like do some of the more of the adventure modules, essentially is what they're called. And I think the one that I want to do next is the one that's in the main rule book, but you can't get the main rule book. It's fucking impossible to find, apparently. It's like $150 on eBay, some bullshit like that. Scott needs to commission a custom still suit for heavy airbrushing days. Oh my god. Not in terms of gameplay. Should have clarified. Oh, okay, that's fair. Like, you mean aesthetically? Okay. Yeah, and I also love that as well. Yeah. What was I gonna say? It'll come to me. Oh yes, Force and Destiny. The final encounter was very easy. I need to figure out a way. Captain McLean, I need to figure out a way to encourage players to not always do the most optimal thing. And I know there's a lot of ways to do that. I know one way is by rewarding good role playing with like an experience point, throw them a bone when they do something cool. That's one way. But like the real way that I would imagine you'd encourage that is by like just really thinking about what you would do in the situation. Another way is like trying to mask as much as possible how much damage the party is doing to the person. I don't know, I need help with that. A good dungeon master is able to operate on the fly, seemingly, and I don't have those skills yet. And so my party was just fucking wrecking this last boss, and it wasn't a total blowout, but like they killed him in 2 rounds of combat, which kind of was not exciting. Which rule book am I looking for? Amos, I'm looking for the Force and Destiny rule book, and there is a digital one that I have access to. I would love a physical one though. I've been moving and not having my painting setup has sucked, but since I'm starting fresh now, any advice for creating a good hobbying space? All the things I normally say: get an underslung paper towel holder. You want that shit close to you. Get a hair dryer close to you. You want all these things close to you at all times. I personally don't like putting storage on my desk. I like to have my desk totally empty. So when I'm like in the shit, I have maximum space just to like put shit everywhere. So I like that. Obviously a Miniac cutting mat is required to complete any battle station. I'll think of more if I have any. That's when you start fudging things to make the story more fun. Right, yes. I need to figure that out. Action economy is key. Don't have one big guy. Give him minions and barriers to do damage. Right, and I think I just needed to miff the rules a little bit and like make Malefax stronger. But I kind of just assumed he would be, and so I was just kind of like shocked. Also, 2 of the characters in the pre-con adventure have fucking lightsabers, which have this rule called breach. Breach reduces the armor, the entirety of the armor of a person they're attacking, basically. And it's like, how the fuck, like my guy has a decent chunk of armor, and the lightsaber literally removes all of it. I was just like, that seems way too easy. The biggest tool a DM has is to just straight up change monster stats on the fly. I think that's an important thing. I think I should have done a better job at doing that. But I also am trying to, I'm not competing against my players. I am trying to make a fun thing for them. And so I'm like really like concerned about making it too challenging and making it frustrating. But in hindsight, it was way too easy. Alternatively, a device that causes damage / conditions, it must be dealt with. Right, for sure, yeah. Is there no vibrotech? There probably is, but my guy didn't have it, you know? There's a really bizarre stat in Force Destiny called soak. It's basically how much armor you have. I don't know why they use that fucking word. But your soak value is how much you reduce incoming damage by. And so Malefax has a soak value of 4. And lightsabers have a rule called Breach 1, which gives them a minus soak value of 10. Minus 10 soak. And I was like, what the fuck? Not even approaching that. So yeah, I just like died in 2 rounds of combat. I need psychographic profiles on all my players. I like to use story reasons that are part of their own actions. So like, did one of them cause a huge explosion and my boss dude is about to die? Oh no, that explosion made the roof collapse and forced you to disengage. Don't let the guy with the laser sword get within laser sword range. Okay. I find that Edge of Empire and Rebellion were a bit more fun than Force and Destiny simply because you can throw a Force user in a big bad and they're immediately terrifying to deal with. Yeah. I like to give additional objectives during combat besides hit the guy with 0 HP. Like you have to disable a mechanism to bring down his shield, or you're fighting in a burning building and you have to rescue civilians while holding off the bad guys. Makes it more interesting and forces play to think outside the box. We're in a game where all my players were bounty hunters. Some of the most fun I've had playing an RPG was giving them targets they had to track down and capture. Nice. Tried running a KOTOR campaign using all the rule books a few years ago. That was something.
of them said missing a head.
Those are just bits now.
All 4 of them?
No, the 2 ones that say missing
And
head.
the other ones are fine.
The other ones need to be checked. But they're Rangers, both of them. I played Star Wars Saga Edition. One of my other patrons plays that. Rolls Royce says, I usually will look up the module online. Okay, that's a good idea. Or read a DM walkthrough review. A lot of times those will point out some, that's great. That's a great idea, honestly. I'll do that next time. But I would love to find a physical copy of the fucking rulebook. It's impossible. But I found some super cheap adventure books though that I kind of want to buy just because I'm excited about it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, dude, y'all out there think that miniature war game rule sets are complicated? Holy shit. I started reading the rule book for fucking Force and Destiny, and it is long. It is so long, and it is so detailed, and it does the thing where it like describes how to do something in 3 different ways. It's like, okay, this is a force die. It does this. And then like there's another chapter where it's like, okay, and now we're gonna explain a little bit more about what the force die does. But if you wanna know how all the things it does, check page 450. It's like, motherfucker, put it all in one spot in the book, all of it. I don't wanna read it 3 times. I wanna read it 1 time, and I want to not miss anything. I hate it when books do that. Anyways, as a thought, thank you for the sub, but does it tell you what a wizard is? It fucking does. It probably does. Check out Board Game Geek. They got a marketplace for used games. That's a good idea. I should also, considering that, I should check out Half Price Books. Space Wizard. Oh, Rolls Royce. Dude, it's so weird that you mentioned that specific module, but that was the cheapest one they saw. And also, I just like Dathomir a lot. And that's the one I wanted to buy. It was $15. And I was like, I should buy this. Hazy Bear! Thank you for the sub. That's a weird looking Drazar. It's pretty close to Drazar. Board Game Geek TV. Thank you for the raid. Is that the Board Game Geek? As in BGG the website? Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Speak of the devil. Yes, it is. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm on Board Game Geek's radar? Even just a little bit? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. It sounds like you need to let the Wookiee win. Or try spinning. That's a good trick. Thank you for the raid, Board Game Geek. Appreciate it. What were you guys doing on your live stream? Hey, any of the raiders that just came in want to give me a copy of their Force and Destiny rulebook for the Star Wars RPG? By the way, maybe some of you don't know what I'm doing. I'm painting miniatures. My name is Scott. I have a channel called Miniac. My main social media pursuit is YouTube. I make videos about painting miniatures. I'm super into the hobby, and so my videos are just like my concentrated passion for the hobby distilled into a video. That's the best way that I can describe it. I have everything from tech reviews to technique videos to just painting miniatures to gameplay, all of it. Check it out if you're interested. I also love board games too. I'm a huge board game player. Actually, this year I have started to log all of my games that I've played on Board Game Geek. Yeah, welcome in. Give me your shit. You're painting Marvel United. Oh shit, those are fun minis to paint. We are painting Dark Eldar from the game 40K, Warhammer 40K, by a company called Games Workshop. Dark Eldar are basically evil space elves, which I can't say no to. All right, I'm gonna get some more water from my spray bottle so I can clean out my airbrush effectively. BRB, y'all. Okay. I actually just bought a new bottle of white ink that I'm excited to try out. I'm not excited to try out. I know how white ink airbrush is. But I'm excited to get a new bottle. Oh, speaking of, I should have used the filter or the paint. I'll use it for this. How's the old Pokemon cup? What'd you say? Was it holding up? It's good, you know? No cracks, no sign of wear and tear. It's quality plastic, you know? 10 out of 10. What up, albino black sheep? Okay, let's use my new little filter from PK Pro. I don't know the best way to clean these things. I think probably the moment you use it, you should go and clean it. Oh no! It's too big for my Iwata HPBH. Is the other one smaller? No, it's the same size. Sag. Well, we can still use it a little bit. Don't fucking hiss at me. Set that down, and I'm just gonna immediately go and rinse this out, because this is the kind of thing where if you just don't attend to it, it's just gonna dry and then it's fucked. And I know if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. And just like that, we're clean. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to reinstate some of the white highlight that I had to kind of run over. Hiding that maroon shadow. And now we're going to be very selective about where our highlights go. We're gonna hit forehead, we're gonna hit shoulders, we're gonna hit tops of thighs, we're gonna hit tops of arms. We're gonna keep that khaki color in the shadows as best as possible. Okay. Scott wearing that mask like Floridians during COVID. I forgot that specific to the, yeah, it makes sense to use them for primers and stuff like that, Rufus. Retro Evil Ink with a fatty sub. Hey Scott, last week I mentioned I broke my arm. My birthday was on Sunday and my friend built me a mount so I can paint with one hand. Nice, that's awesome, your friends rule.
Okay, let's do it. No! Spider webbing! Yeah, I'm also kind of curious what that looks like too, Retro Evil Ink. Okay, that's feeling pretty good actually. I like how that's looking. And then we're gonna add in a little bit more shading with some sepia ink later on. Mama Wolf with the sub, thank you. No, I am your father. No, dude! I don't think Luke said dude, but I think it probably would have been better if he did. Okay, that feels pretty good. I'm liking that.
You know what? I don't think my Dark Eldar scheme is necessarily white armor. It's more like khaki. Okay.
Bone Eldar. This made me want to do some airbrushing. I picked up my Eclipse and realized I didn't clean the paint out of the last time I used it. No, dude. I do that all the time, dude. I mean, if it's not in. I mean, I do, but if it's not in there, it's not in there. It'll be in there where you're looking. Oh, oops. Okay.
How's your wife liking/disliking being part of the Miniac crew? My wife does not like it when I give her tasks outside of her expected normal thing. She likes to do the shipping of the merch and like dealing with the website, but she does not like to do the taxes. And she doesn't like it whenever I like ask her to do something extra. If a man says something isn't in a drawer, there's still a 20% chance that it's still in there. Keep looking. That's very true. Use your special eyes. I have a junk drawer in every room of my apartment where almost everything ends up at some point. So I don't know what that says about my statistics. She's awesome in the hobby setup roast. Yeah, she's great. All right, let me do a little stream of conscious explaining what I'm doing with airbrushing. All right. Oops. I just got paint all over my airbrush because this cup is tiny and I have too much paint in it. And apparently I did it earlier with the khaki paint as well. I didn't notice. That usually means that I got paint in my pants at some point or the carpet, but I'm not noticing it, so we're good. All right, I am going to, did you check under things? More flashbacks from that white spell. I'm gonna target first his forehead, and that's gonna give me a way to kind of locate where the airbrush is. Come on. All right, now we've triangulated. Now we're gonna go for the temples. Trying to keep a lot of that shadow in that underside of that visor, like a decent amount of it. Now we're gonna go for the chest. Again, I wanna keep a ton of that khaki around in the torsos, because I also have to remember that I'm gonna edge highlight, at least a little bit, some of these panels, and that is going to make the overall effect of the armor look more white. And so I don't need to airbrush to the point where it looks believably white immediately. It should look like 80% believably white. Because again, what's the point of doing the khaki color if I airbrush it and it's not visible from the tabletop? It needs to be visible from that tabletop. All right, let's do hands and forearms now. A shadow wouldn't collect in that shoulder normally, but I want to get some white there just because it's going to help understanding the shapes and typical features of a, of a humanoid. Wino apron. Anyone here know French? Je t'aime. I don't know. Carpet below the paint desk. It's a painting carpet, so it has shit all over it. We had to put it there because we didn't want to get paint on the office's carpet. We don't own that. There's some atch on his knee, and I'm going to remove it. Painting carpets in store when Le Petit Fromage. All right, I was just covering that in white because I took the paint off. I'm gonna try to hit the top of his left knee. All right, I can tell that I'm at the point of needing to clean out the tip because I'm having to pull back so far on the trigger to get the paint to come off. And yes, there is quite a bit of buildup on this needle. I think if you airbrush with the needle protector on, it reduces your dry tip, I think. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm experiencing though. Because I just airbrushed 5 dudes with a shadow color of this. And then I just highlighted another 3 dudes with white ink before needing to dry my tip. And that is crazy. I never go that long without having to clear my tip. So I think keeping the cap on actually helps with dry tip. All right, anyways, let's try to hit that knee again. Yeah, there we go. Now we can get little tiny dots. Oops. All right, now I got a little highlight toward the top of that knee. We'll hit the top of his calf as well. Top of their boots. Kind of the same area, the inside of the knee. Gonna paint these long, thin, spindly crotch pauldron things. And again, I'm going to keep a lot of khaki toward the bottom of them. I'll like highlight the tops of the segments, but I'll leave the lower segments darker. Just wanted to get some more white in his stomach area. All right, now let's hit the tops of the calves. Never go that long without cleaning my tip. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Is that typically the longest that my airbrush needle lasts is the very first time that I use it. And then I clean it once, and then from then on out, it sucks ass. It is miserable, and it gets dry tip so frequently. Yes, the cap helps. I also saw a video from Harder and Steenbeck saying to occasionally burst to the side to keep the needle lubed with wet paint. That's what I've been doing with these little bits. I also have kind of been playing around with that idea. Quick question, do people varnish after inks? No, no. Am I using an abrasive? Yeah, I use Scotch-Brite pads when I can't get stuff off. All right, now we're gonna paint the middle of his back. Again, keep some of that khaki around, yo. All right, I'm liking it. Propylene glycol, if you want to make some airbrush retarder, is just that stuff and water mixed. You can find it in health food stores. Okay. Had my first day today at my first big boy job. Congratulations, Leonidas Angel. Hope it was a good first day of work. Maybe that's a problem. That's, you know, you're very likely right about that. You know, if I'm going to scratch the needle and make it have small little micro abrasions in it, then yeah, it's going to collect more paint. And Darian, hello. I've had particular paints and inks reactivate under a heavy wash. Yeah, that happens too. And that's a bit of a mystery to me, because it happens to some people, it doesn't happen to other people. I don't actually know. All right, hit that head again. Shoulders, arm, hands, forearm, abdomen, thigh armor, top of that knee, ankle, top of the foot, top of the other foot, side of this leg. Even the Cavalite warriors are standing like idiots. The whole army standing like idiots. Inside of the thigh, top of the calf, top of the other calf, middle of the back. These wing dinger things, I just highlight them so they're darker on the bottom and then brighter at the top. Just like a linear highlight. Not trying to think about what they would look like in real life. I just want there to be an obvious blend from top to bottom. All right, yeah, looking good. Looking good. All right, so all done with the white airbrushing, but I am concerned that they're not looking tan. They're supposed to be like tan, not white, and they look kind of white. And I think to fix that, I will just come in with some like a beige color, and I will kind of like paint in the mid-tone area with a very thin paint to adjust the hue. Yes, it is Deldar, Danimals. We're playing 40K now, did you know? The fearsome Drukhari wingdingers. Yeah, dude, those fucking knee things. What even are they? Sepia wash that whole bitch, Scott. You're an art painter now. That's too easy, you know? Although, you are right. That would be a solution. I could do that. I could do like an oil wash with burnt umber, and that would make them all kind of like more tan. That's an idea. But I'm afraid. 'Cause I don't know. I'm unskilled in the world of. My problem with using an acrylic wash, Mike Janae, is that it's gonna require so much cleanup to get that like sexy look I'm getting. And right now, if I'm careful, the only highlighting work I'm gonna need to do is edge highlighting. But if I do an acrylic wash and get shit everywhere, then I might need to do some more cleanup. And I really don't want to do cleanup. Fear's the mind killer. Fuck, you got me there, goddammit. Usually brush applied layers over ink should be pretty safe, but I also gloss varnish before my washes to hedge against that and get the wash flowing better into recesses. I had not painted any Baltic minis yet. Have they made any good minis yet? Work? Time for noosh? Noosh? Nah, I don't got any. No noosh for me. All right, here's what we'll do. Instead of doing that intermediate layer of like a beige color, we'll just jump straight to the sepia ink to see what that does. So I do want a bit more intense of a shadow, just a bit. Something a little bit more visible, because the khaki color we used was nice, but it actually wasn't dark enough. And we have some sepia ink right here. Oh, viewer, thank you for picking up a Evil Paint Wizard t-shirt. Appreciate you. If you guys didn't know, you can buy stuff off the web store, and before the checkout screen, there's an option to put in your name and also a little message, and it will pop up during the stream. Pick it up. If you want to support the stream, but you don't want to, subscribe to Twitch for whatever reason, that is another way to subscribe, to support the stream, and you still get some credit for it. Yes, they came out with the clan mech, and there's a big mercenary release coming. Nice. I bought some Adepticon without anything in particular in mind, so I haven't even opened it yet. Baltic miniatures, Rufus Kip. Some of them are really good these days, but they also have some brutal mold lines. I got you. I find some GW contrast paints are a little aggressive and will pull off super fresh layers of white ink. I think I've actually also experienced that myself. That or like a really heavy wash. Noosh! All right, we're gonna thin this down. You know what, we're not even gonna bother with the cup. Let me just check the tip. Oh, looks pretty clean actually. It was a little bit on there. Oh, there's still white ink in there. What am I doing? There we go, I took care of that. I'm a batch painter mostly, so by the time I get to the wash phases, my ink layer is usually pretty dry on the first models. I've avoided running into too much trouble with reactivating inks. Gotcha. It's actually a bit too orange. Maybe I don't want sepia. Maybe I want like a mixture of sepia and brown. Is that an option? Maybe, oh wait, what did I even take? What is this? Skin? God damn it. This is sepia. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Look at them hand veins. Nurses must love you. Yeah, definitely. Like I get some shit pumping. It's not coming through, but I do get a lot thick veins for some reason when I like do a little workout. But yes, nurses never have had a hard time finding where to poke me. You must be a nurse. Smatics. Get my workshop sorted out in the next few days. Then I'm going full Buffalo Bill and getting full into skin. There's Japanese models out there that go hard on skin tones. There are. Yes, there are. All that paint in your blood. Yeah. My skin is see-through. I'm not Caucasian. I'm translucent. Yeah, I feel you there. All right. There we go. That's a better color. That's more like it. I'm translucent like a worm. I'm a vet, actually. Okay, cool. Has anyone tried the new Chimera Skin Tones line? I've tried one of the paints. I don't know if it's the Cartacci paint you're talking about, but I've tried that one. All right, let's try to do some airbrushing. We'll start on the back of the model just because that's less risky. Let's do the inside of his leg. This is actually looking so similar to the khaki color already on the model. You heading out? You help opening the door? I did. I took it later in the day though. I kind of forgot about it. I took it before the stream, which I don't really know that it's gonna do anything. Okay, it was like 11. Hi. What up, Almighty Spaz? Would you date me if I was a worm? No. So Scott, about your music, I feel like I'm riding an elevator. You're painting dark elves, where is the dark rave music or heavy throat metal? That's fair, you know, that's fair. About music, it's too much of a faff to like figure out music that's thematically appropriate for all your miniatures you're painting. And so generally speaking, I just play the same lo-fi playlist every single day. It's because the heavy throat costs extra. It's a dimly lit elevator. Cue the confusion Blood Rave song from Blade 1. Dark Eldar into Enya. Everyone knows that. I've never heard an American say faff before. It's all the fucking Love Island I've been watching. In comes AI to assist with music. Yeah, maybe. God damn it. God damn it. I'm trying to hit the edges of the shoulders, like I did over here on this one. Maybe you can't see it very well. Just a little bit. Okay, yeah, again, that was shockingly similar to the paint I've already used. Man, part of me just wants to like blast this whole model with some of this ink. That'd be bad, I shouldn't do that. What airbrush am I using, Wark? I am using the Iwata HPBH. Kind of a pricier one, but I've kind of discovered that I like it for my needs. Iron Maiden the Trooper might fit, maybe. A little dark lo-fi, that might be good, yeah. Oh God. I feel like, yeah, this ink is causing dry tip. What the fuck? I should just buy some Flow Aid on the internet. I keep saying that I'm gonna buy it whenever I see it at a game store, and then I never see it, and I forget about it. The brown cheese survived indeed. I have it at home. There is a compressor running. I'm surprised you can't hear it. It is, we have some kind of compression where anything below a certain volume level, it just gets removed entirely from the audio. It's a way to get rid of air conditioned sounds, any kind of humming. It's kind of like constant, persistent audio. And I guess it's strong enough to block out the compressor. I think I'm gonna forgo. I'm really gonna struggle to hit the tips or the corners of those shoulder pads. Definitely went too heavy with the ink over here, but that was a mistake. Iwata's Flow Improver is great, and it's really cheap on Amazon. I highly recommend picking it up. Jay from Eon's Battle used to have the best compressor, like a diesel engine running during his streams. That's awesome. I had ads. Did you read my dono? I didn't. I'll go check it out. I just remembered that Battletech does have those new premium minis, which are multi-piece and posable. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Let me see Ash's donation that I apparently missed. I need audio. Ash says, hey, I picked up a couple of AK paints and was wondering your opinion on them. Are they good for everything? Better for glazing, layering, and is there any real standout colors I should check out? Yes, there are some standouts. The standouts that I really like are the silver paints. Never before have I felt like painting TMM felt like painting with regular paint until I used those silver paints. I really like those silver paints. I'm standing in front of my paint shelf right now, just looking at my paints to see if anything else was like a must-have, and nothing was like crazy necessary. But the whole range as a whole is just good. Like there wasn't a paint that I used, and I've used them on several projects, either entirely or just like a little bit. And they were good. Like I didn't have a single paint that I was like upset about. So they're consistent across the entire range. They're not super matte. They're like kind of matte, which is great. It doesn't need to be ultra matte for everything. But yeah, I would say the silvers for me were definitely the standouts. Yeah, AK Interactive silver paints. I picked up a few of their new Color Punch range, and they are amazing. I've never even heard of that. What's the deal with Color Punch? Is it just like a more saturated paint range? What? Green on my Goliath Gangers is from that range. Haven R, Havoc RN, thanks for the Prime sub, appreciate it. More pigment density, okay. I was late for today's Kingdom Death release by half an hour. I've had to set up weekly reminders to check for the restock of the new Valentine's Morgan Gmail. Gmail did me dirty, feels bad, man. So for TMM versus NMM, is there a reason to choose one over the other beyond aesthetic purpose? Looking for more of a challenge. I feel like NMM can be more challenging. I feel like TMM lends itself to an easier execution. NMM allows you to more easily control the light, just because you are not using paint that is inherently shiny. And so where you put your highlights is kind of where they stay. Yeah. Those are some things. I kind of prefer how NMM looks, to be honest, but was curious if one was preferred. I feel like it's, you know, it depends. It depends on what you're doing. I like both. Currently laser cutting a Blitz Bowl board. God damn. You got a laser cutter, HUD? I went 2 for 2 Adepticon getting people into Blitzball. Nice. So you played more than one game, Rufus. You played a lot of games. first guy I painted. I'm really happy with how the airbrushing turned out on him. All right, last guy for our little sepia shade. Anyone want to donate a laser cutter to me? It's the reason I'm not in a sepulchral guard anymore. I get it. That's the sick thing to have, honestly. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it feels good to get people into games. It feels good to have people like share an interest with you, just in general. It's like validating in a way. It's like, oh, the thing that I like is also enjoyed by other people. Makes you kind of like normalizes the way you're feeling a little bit. At least for me, it does. I feel like the step I'm doing right now could be totally skippable if you were like very good at airbrushing and just didn't get shit everywhere like I tend to do. Okay. I think I want to what time is it? 3:32. All right. What I'm gonna do. Do I go for the oil wash without varnishing anything? I don't think I do. I want a really clean look. Okay. The color is still not right. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some of this bone white. We're gonna thin it down an insane amount. And then we are going to just kind of glaze it all over the model very carefully, just to figure out, or just to adjust the hue slightly. Paint is too thick. It is not going through the filter. I don't know why I'm adding more paint. I'm thinning this shit down. I don't know if this defeats the purpose of a filter, if I'm going to like push it through the filter. Okay, I'm gonna go again, clean out this filter just to prevent it from being impossible to use later on. Also, I may not go super crazy with the this color. Something I picked up from Battletech painters on camo specs is masking armor panels with a strip of tape moved about for shark highlight gradients. Nice. Pee break? Nah, no pee break. Just trying to clean out this little airbrush filter that I got sent by PK Pro. Bone white is such a good color. It can be used for almost anything. My pale sand. Nice. It does seem like a nice color, for sure. All right, let's see. Yeah, that is very diluted. Okay, cool. This is almost doing nothing. Again, I'm just trying to create more of a khaki look. I'm gonna set that aside, let the paint dry a little bit. I'm just kind of trying to see if I can notice it changing. You guys especially are not going to notice much of a change, because of the compression of live video and shit like that. I had a successful Adepticon. I bought models for 5 games, played 4 of those, and 8 games played total, not including demos. Holy shit, that's awesome, dude. You got me beat. I played 1 real game. I played a half of another real game, and then I played 5 demos. Sword is awesome. They're called demi-claves. They can be split into 2. And you can have 1 big honker, or you can have 2 small honkers. I think in the new version of 40K, only the Clavex, the leader, can take the demi-clave, though, I believe. Okay, I can tell a little bit what's going on. The regular sword is called a clave. No, it might be. It might be. I can't remember. Totally could be. Maybe it's just called a clave. That would make sense that the other one's called a demi-clave. Also, what up, Tiamatinen? Good to see you, man. Appreciate the correction as well. Okay, let's definitely tune it down a little bit. I think you could do everything I'm trying to do if you just used this as a base coat and this as a shade, a highlight, and like you just were like perfect at not obscuring too much shadow. I think you could do all that and just save so much time and all this BS that I'm doing right now. Common Lore Miniatures, excuse me, we're into the party at 56. What up, y'all? How you guys doing? Comet Lord, hell yeah, check out Comet Lord Miniatures. He was a sponsor of the channel once upon a time. Good sponsor too. I'm totally in Astra Militarum, read books of Dan Abnett and so on. I don't know much about anything not Imperium. McSheep, come on, bro. Xenos have the most fun, okay? Yeah, she's a clave for a regular incubi. Ahoy! Evan says, Comet Lord are some of my favorite printables for spooky stuff. Life's all right. Had some fun making my own spice mix for taco seasoning. Ooh, that is fun. Definitely be good lunch. What up, Common Lord? Thanks for the raid. We're painting some Drukhari, some Deildar, lovely unit of Incubi. I have a unit of, or I paint my Dark Eldar kind of like the Sardaukar from Dune Imperium. Very, very dusty and cream white colors and blacks and militaristic. Guardsmen captured by Dark Eldar definitely have the least fun. It's actually, Guardsmen are an element of the Dark Eldar, or sorry, the Mandrake diorama that I want to make. So it's funny you say that. All right, I think I'll do kind of one more layer of what I just did, and then we'll be ready for an oil wash. And I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to do the oil wash and then leave it for tomorrow to clean up, or if I want to just save it for another day when because like right now my experiments are I put an oil wash down and then I put a timer on for an hour and then I come back and clean it. If I say wait 12 hours or something like that, probably more like 14 hours, is it going to be impossible to remove? Am I gonna kind of screw these things? I don't know. Great Dune reference, thank you. If I try to do an oil wash and clean up tomorrow, it won't work. Near impossible. Whoa, even with mineral spirits. Well, I'll do a varnish then, and then that'll be good enough. Right now, what I'm doing is I am just applying an all-over layer of a very diluted, warm white color, because my guys are closer to a khaki tone than they are white, and we were pretty close to white, and so I have some very diluted paint that I'm just using right over here, actually. To warm everything up a little bit. You can with mineral spirits, but you need to be patient. Yeah, I think a problem with being patient with mineral spirits and wiping off oil paint is that oftentimes when I'm in that situation, I just end up scraping paint off of the model. So yeah, probably should just wait. Do airbrushes handle varnish and gloss well? Won't it stick to the airbrush and clog it up eventually? Yes and no. I have been able to largely get away with that in the past, pretty reliably. Or maybe I haven't, that's why I have so many clogging issues. But I know of a lot of people that are okay using varnish through an airbrush. So I would say for the most part, it's fine. But there's definitely some chance that you fuck everything up. Trying a new platform. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, because Backer Kit does just whole on or full crowdfunding campaigns now, don't they? Everybody wants a piece of that Kickstarter pie, baby. And why wouldn't you? Certainly their platform is not the best. All right, all nicely gradiented. That's not a verb. Nice subtle gradient across all the parts that I care about. I'll do a little varnish. I'll do a little oil wash at my leisure, probably tomorrow, just to get it done and out of the way. And then we will hit it with a matte, and then go on to the probably do the contrast paint step first, and then do edge highlighting, just to avoid the inevitable, oh, I messed up a white edge highlighted edge with black paint, and now I'm kind of screwed. That's why China gave us cheap airbrushes. There you go. GameFound is going to eat Kickstarter's lunch. Well, at least as far as games go, right? Has GameFound expressed an interest in like trying to like have all their products on the website other than board games? Tabletop category is largest on, I mean, it is largest, but just because something has the plurality doesn't mean that it's like, doesn't mean that the rest of the stuff on Kickstarter is not a significant chunk of change that the website makes, you know? Merp. Okay. Get some gloss varnish. Ultra matte, that's not what we want. Gloss. There she blows. Some varnishing. I always get sweaty whenever I'm painting on stream. Clearly there was still some brown paint in that brush. Oh well, it'll be fine. This is very relaxing. I gotta get over here more often. I'm glad to hear that. It's always hard for me to like make sure that I'm like getting all of the nooks and crannies that are important, at least, with gloss varnish. It's easy with paint, right? Because you can see where paint's going. Did you add water into the varnish, or was that thinner? It was thinner, so I think a general good practice, although not a required one at all, is just to use the same brand of thinner that you're using with the product. But again, I don't do that all the time. But because I can, I used Vallejo airbrush thinner with Vallejo airbrush gloss varnish right here. And in this case, I'm thinning it out quite a bit because I'm not necessarily applying it for the sake of protecting the paint job, because obviously I'm not done with the paint job yet. I'm doing it so that I increase the surface tension coefficient on the model, so that when I go to apply an oil wash, it will break surface tension more easily and go to the recesses. But better yet, it will also be way easier to clean up and create a much cleaner finish. Actually, in the Necromunda video that I have coming out tomorrow, it's been done for since Friday. There's actually an example of doing an oil wash on matte paint versus doing an oil wash on a model that was gloss varnished and then matte varnished after the fact. And you can see just how much easier it is to remove the oil paint from the varnished surface. Hipron Drago, thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Miniac, not breaking down into smaller categories, games has the most successful funded projects. It also has the most projects funded over 1 million. It's not all their revenue, but it's a chunk of their market share if they lose to platform users to other platforms. It is, you're right. I agree. Jess777, thanks for the sub. What up, yo? At least I got to catch a little of the stream as I build this Mortarion for my DM. Awesome, have fun with that. That model's fucking huge, dude. I got to join the stream just as I finished work. Perfect way to wind down. Absolutely, man. Welcome, Irish Padawan. Common Lord, I've been meaning to set up a cheap airbrush again to at least do some base layers on my larger miniatures. Only tried airbrushing once, and I still gotta get the hang of it. Yeah, it is kind of its own beast, you know? It's, it has, you know, there are things that airbrushing wants you to do in order to get the most of it, in order to get most out of the tool, which can be a little bit daunting. But like if all you're doing is just like base coating stuff or doing like a zenithal undercoat, like that stuff is very forgiving. But the moment you want to do anything beyond that, then it starts to get a little more challenging. Waiting for a new compressor to come in, awesome. Also, just like paint does, varnish is basically a pigmentless paint. And so let's say you got a matte varnish in your airbrush and you apply it to the model and you're like, you know what, that's not really matte yet. That's more of a satin. Just apply another layer of the matte varnish and it'll become more opaque, just like paint becomes more opaque with additional layers. Same with gloss. Want to be more glossy? Just apply another layer of gloss. It'll get glossier. It's actually a really nice thing to take advantage of. Very often, like once I finish a model and I want to varnish it for gaming purposes, I'll use a very diluted satin varnish and I'll kind of like sneak up on the finish that I want for my gaming figures. It's better just to find a one-shot product, but I don't have one yet, and so I kind of do that. I feel like Tester's Dull Coat used to be my go-to, like perfect finish for gaming figs. And I think it still exists, actually. More layers of varnish are also better protection for gaming minis. That is also true. Just more layers for the outer world to chew through. Also, how varnish affects the popular contrast paints, speed paints, express paints, instant paints is also an interesting subject. Like you really get a different result based on what finish is on the model. Is there a clear advantage? Let me back up a little bit. Might be a dumb question, but do you need to shake the varnish? Yes, you really do. Especially matte varnish. Holy cow. If you don't shake matte varnish, it's gonna be like glossy. Yes, shake all varnishes. I use Vallejo acrylic matte and I really like it. Awesome. Is there an advantage of doing varnish over Rust-Oleum CV clear coat? I can't say. I don't really know. They probably have similar properties. I don't know. I might spring for the aerosol can just because it's simpler and easier. Oh, need some more of my brown swamp water. Yeah, if that Rust-Oleum stuff works for you, Retro Evil Ink, like just keep using it. At some point, I need to re-explore the world of aerosol varnishes, just so I can like get one that I can, that's just easy to use. You just grab it off the counter, and then you're good to go. Another interesting thing about varnishes, really more so paint finish, as it relates to airbrushing specifically, is that it is significantly easier. It is noticeably easier to airbrush on top of matte paint as opposed to glossy paint or paint that's been varnished with gloss, because the paint does not bite down the moment it hits the model, and the air pressure from the brush will spread the paint. It's called spider webbing, and it's much more likely to occur when the model is glossy and slippery, understandably. Mediocre Hobby is giving us a rate of 34. God damn! I was just seeing all these first time chat from raiders, and I was like, we get another raid? Thank you guys, appreciate it. What was Mediocre Hobbies working on last time they were painting, or what during the last stream? We are working on some Incubi for the lovely Dark Eldar faction of 40k. I'll play 40k again someday, and it will be glorious. Old World questing nights, god damn. I love that. I don't normally do this, but I was sitting in my office yesterday, and I was like trying to figure out, okay, how many days in April do I have to work on videos? Because I know in April I'm traveling to Monument Hobbies to do like a video shoot with them, but that video won't come out in April. It'll come out in May. So I don't have as much time as I normally do. I was trying to figure out how can I fit 3 videos into this month. And I had a couple ideas for some easier ones, but then it came to okay, now I can pick a video that's gonna take a little bit longer, be a little bit nicer quality. What should the subject matter be? And I did eventually fall on 40k because I have this ongoing challenge with Eons of Battle. But I'd be a liar if I didn't say that I was gonna paint a spell slinger for my wood elves, because I have one that I would love to paint. And it wouldn't be a hard video, and I gotta do it at some point. But if you guys are old world appreciators, this is the wood elf that I want to paint. Oh, I love that spell slinger so much, dude. The only wood elf character that I do not have is from the old range is the male spell slinger, not the one on the ground, the one that's floating. I have literally every other pewter model. How was Combat Patrol? You were too focused on getting destroyed by Dan. Combat Patrol was honestly, it was totally fine. Like it was a totally fine gaming experience. I kind of went into it kind of expecting some kind of like Age of Sigmar bullshit, and maybe there was a little bit of it, but like, I don't even know if that's true. It was all just very straightforward. It was exactly what I expected 40k to be, which is to say that it was good. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. McSheep36 with the dono. I know it is a beautiful model, isn't it, Ashley? Freaking love that model. Tim's Hobby, dude. Hand it over, brother. All right, what did the dono say? The dono says, $5, thank you, Mick. I appreciate it. I wish I could stay and watch you paint, but I have to sleep now. work to buy more miniature stuff. Have fun, and greetings from Deutschland. Everything I know, I learned from you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mech Shep. Thank you so much. Have a good sleep, man. Catch you again. I want to get out every single Wood Elf character that I have. All right, let's clean out this airbrush. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate it. What I need to do is I just need to. I can use the chat that's on my overlay, and then where I normally put the chat, I'll just put that thing from Streamlabs, so I can just see all the subs historically. I just need to have both. Just finished Yoda from Legion. Considering a glow effect, what green will give a good subtle glow through an airbrush? Generally speaking, I like to use inks, just because inks have, they're decently translucent. And one that I can think of when it comes to a lightsaber green is this Dollar and Rowney FW ink, which there's undoubtedly a Liquitex version of this called, is it lime green? Yeah, light green. This is a nice one. This one, interestingly, is actually semi-opaque. Which we get a donation, Lilligriff. Thank you. Thank you, people. I've never gotten so many donations in one stream. $25, goddamn. Thank you, Lil Griff. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well as well. I am doing well. I love life right now. I want to make more videos in a month. That's my only problem right now. Dollar and Rowney fluorescent green also works well. Holy shit, I bet it fucking does. That's awesome. Viewer picking up the Warrior Masterclass. Hell yeah, viewer. And of course the miniature, because when you buy them together, they're discounted. Thank you. Scott is high on Necromunda still. No, false. I am high on finishing my Kickstarter campaign. That being said, Necromunda still rules. So you're definitely kind of right. Are you collecting the Wood Elves, or are you gonna paint? Can I do both? Definitely want to play the game. Okay, anyways, I got this green paint out to, oh, that is also semi-opaque. Okay. If there was a fully transparent light green ink, that is what I would recommend for lightsaber glowing. And the fluo might be the best one to do. Because what's nice about transparent products is you can get the saturation, the color of the ink while not obscuring the light information below. So you can like paint an OSL effect on, like say in grayscale and like gradient, and then airbrush on top of it. You get all the color and all the light information. And it's a great tool to have in your back pocket for that reason. DR Fluo is a bit less yellow than the light green though, depending on what you're looking for. I mean, I'm not gonna say that a semi-opaque paint is not going to also work. It definitely is gonna work. It's just a little bit better if it's fully transparent. Okay. All right, let's do a couple more rounds of cleaning with the airbrush. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. I see. Kind of going on today though. All right, I'm gonna leave that in there for a smidge. All right, I do want to get all my Wood Elves because I'm just excited. I'm curious if actually there's any old world pros in the chat that will know that I am missing a character or two from the range. I'm pretty sure I have them all. There's one. I'm not gonna get the whole dragon, but I will get. I'll get the head. Oh, you know which one? Okay, I lied. I don't have the Hawk Lord. Fuck. Damn it. Thought I had them all. I lied. I'm a liar. Oh. But there's just so many cool ones. It's kind of crazy. fall. Goddamn Wild Riders. Apparently I have some Eternal Guard that I never got around to painting. Oh, there's so many Wood Elf characters. It's fucking amazing. Fucking the golden era of fucking Warhammer Fantasy, man. Because there were the things called kindreds, where you played Wood Elves. And basically you would pick a kindred, and that would be like, it would give you special buffs. And so, like, for instance, I took like an altar kindred lord, which gave him faster movement, gave him more attacks, but there were all kinds of kindreds you could take. It was like bloodlines almost for vampires. There's so many, I love it. Okay, there's one more somewhere. Oh, he's in my classic figure case with the red foam and the black exterior. Oh, heavens. There he is. There's that motherfucker. All right. Let's go through all of the characters that I have. And I think I'm missing two. I'm using a Wada HPBH. What up, Svengor? Looked at a lot of YouTube content in the past. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Am I wearing a mic? How does your sound not change when you walk away? I'm mic'd up. I have a little lob taped to my shirt and a little pack that I walk around with. The dude riding the hawk, Dan. Ventriloquism. All right, so this is the War Dancer Lord. I started painting this at a paint jam. The new quarterly challenge is going to be a hard task for my first challenge. Hey, just do a small warband. You have 3 months to paint a thing for any army. You can do it. I believe in you. When am I coming to paint night? I don't know. But I'm feeling it. All right, here is the male spell singer that I have that I painted a long time ago. This was actually the first character I ever bought and painted. This paint job is over a decade old. That was my old scheme though. It was very dark. I went with black cloaks, felt very moody. Oops. The quarterly challenge, so in my Discord server, there's a challenge every quarter because there's a point system. You get points when you submit painted models. And the quarterly challenge is another way to get points. And this quarter, it is paint a legal list for any army or any game of your choosing. So that could be a skirmish game, it could be a larger miniature war game, it could be anything you want. The magic of lavalier mics, indeed. And you can get into the Discord if you're a patron, if you are a subscriber on Discord, which Evan is doing all the requisite commands in Twitch so you can see all the information. All right. This is one of the Twilight sisters, Naestra and Arahant. I believe this is Naestra. And they also are running on that classic old school forest dragon, which I didn't bring the whole thing over here. But this paint job is even fucking older, I think. But yeah, never finished her. That's like a very old paint job. This is the one you already saw. The second female spell singer. The first female spell singer has a bit of a story behind it, because you will notice that is not her face. In fact, she's got quite a fucking, I don't know what the area under the chin is called, but she's kind of like, oh. That's okay, my client, no worries. This is the face of a, what are they called? Sister of the Thorn. I painted this model once upon a time, and then I stripped it, with isopropyl alcohol, totally innocuous, and it took the face off of her. That's literally never happened in my entire hobbying career other than with this model. I rubbed the face off of this particular character. And so I had to shave the face off to make space for this new face. And I don't think I shaved off enough. But if you look at it from the front, it ain't too bad. I've been painting more Miniacs since the beginning of the year, in no small parts due to watching your channel as well as Ninja and other content creators. Just want to say thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for watching the content and enjoying it. I know, dude. It was dark. Face Off. Haven't seen that movie yet. All right. Everybody loves this model. This model fucking rules. This is the model that I used for my Alter Kindred Lord, who was running around, Boa Lauren, Arcane Bodkins, just fucking taking bitches out. This model is timeless, bro. Everyone loves this model. That one's great. Here is another great Wood Elf character. Looks like a female character. What is this called? Wood Elf Lord with 2 hand weapons. Looking a little bendy in there, you know? A little bent out of shape, but that's okay. We got her. This is not a pewter one. This is a plastic one. I actually forget. This is a newer paint job in my arsenal. I forget. This is a generic character nowadays, but he had a name at some point. I think it was Eroloth. Was it Eroloth? Did I just nonchalantly say I've never seen the greatest Woo film ever made? Sorry. No more drugs for this man, please. Don't take my drugs away. Here is another one. This is the one who is holding a hawk. I don't have the hawk arm on him right now, but he's like stepping forward and he's got a little hawk perched on his arm. It's friggin' sick. I love it. You thought we were done, dude? We're definitely not done. This is the Wood Elf Lord who, I didn't grab it, but he is riding on top of a stag. And this is the guy that you want to put in your unit of Wild Riders, because he can do some mean damage. It looks like I primed this in a really shitty way, and also, man, there's so much bullshit going on. Like right here, is it a leaf? Is it fur? Is it a vine? Is it a rune? You don't fucking know. It's all squishy green stuff. Who knows? I gotta put this man in an acetone bath. Yeah, he needs some tender love and care. I have the guy with the hawk, but with missing a B wing. I'm assuming the hawk or the bow. You would have gotten that reference had you seen Face Off. I'll watch it at some point for sure. And then lastly, my favorite character from the range, Emo Boy. Emo Greatsword Boy. So I think I'm missing 2. I think there is the male Spellslinger that I am missing, the floating one, and then the Lord on top of the hawk. But my God, there is a lot of characters. Randy G. Biv, OMG, I hadn't subbed because I didn't see the toggle to do so with Prime. No worries. Give him black hair with purple highlights. Exactly. Time to rebase these? Yeah, sadly. These ones were based with circles for AOS. Yes, I do have the Elk Lord. Dan, it's right here. Then in 6 years, I can rebase them again. It's too real. What up, Bill making stuff? How's it going, man? It was great to meet you at Adepticon in chat for the short time that we did. So what is that? How many characters is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9, and then there are 11? Jesus Christ. Like Pokemans. You gotta catch them all. All right, that's it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed that little impromptu look at the Wood Elf characters that I have for fantasy. Oh my God, there's 13, because I have 2 more over here that I totally forgot about. 2 in blisters. Only have 2 in blisters? 13? 13 characters. God diggity damn. All right, I'm gonna head out. Let's raid someone though. What are you guys thinking? Who should we raid? Monument? We can do Monument. You are very welcome, Irish Padawan. Hero Hammer. Oh, that's a great point. Do I have Orion? I actually don't have Orion. I painted Orion as a commission, and then obviously it wasn't mine, so it went back to the owner, who promptly sold it on eBay. I should have bought it. So no, I don't have Orion. So it's 14 potential pewter characters. Jamie Daggers? Let's do Jamie Daggers. Got to demo her new game. It's good shit. All right, guys. Be good. Love your neighbors, yourselves, you know, all that shit. Let's find Jamie Daggers and give her a good old college raid. Scott, please. What's your problem? Are you doing it for me? Okay, great. All right, guys. I will see you next Tuesday. But otherwise, be good. I'm just gonna be awkward.